Welcome to ArkCase. Today, we're going to show you an overview of ArkCase administration. When you log into ArkCase, you'll land on the home screen or the dashboard screen. On the left-hand navigation, you'll see that you have all of your modules, and we're going to go into the admin module. Starting in security, there's quite a bit that you can configure around LDAP users, functional access control, and we'll talk a little bit about that now. You can sync your organization hierarchy. All of your LDAP groups can be synced with ArkCase. And once your groups are in here, you do have the ability to add to your groups, whether they're subgroups, whether they're new users. You can add existing members to new groups. You also have the ability to add ad hoc groups. Once you've created your actual groups, you also have the ability to drill down into your functional access control. Your individual functional access control is driven by role-based access control. You can create your own role-based access and link them directly to your groups. If you drive down into your actual roles, you do have the ability to create your own role or a new role in ArkCase. This would be a brand new role here shown in the application role section. Once you create your role, you can then drill down into individual privileges. There are quite a few individual privileges that you can authorize or not authorize per the role-based group. Once you've created these roles, they are linked directly to the functional access control that is tied directly to your organization hierarchy. Additionally, you do have the ability to manipulate the modules that specific roles have access to if you do not want to drill down into specific privileges. You also have the ability to update your calendar configuration. This would have to do with the calendars that are created for specific object types like complaints, cases, HR documents, things along those lines. You also have the ability to update your calendar credentials, your document delivery. This would be all of your emails and how you can deliver documents and whether you can deliver them by email as attachments or hyperlinks. You also can manage the security around your email templates. In addition, around security, you also have the ability to dictate your Microsoft Exchange configuration if you choose to use Microsoft Exchange. Moving into the dashboard configuration, you do have the ability to restrict dashboard widgets. That's the dashboard module or the home screen, and what widgets or individual pieces of information that each group can actually have access to, and you can restrict those accordingly. With the same paradigm, you can do the same thing for reports. All reports that are configured in ArkCase will be listed here in the reports configuration, and you can give access to individual groups or roles. Additionally, you have the forms configuration, and we'll go into forms configuration in a later video. Workflow configuration also shows you how to create a new workflow model and upload that workflow model into ArkCase, and then tie it to your forms. You can tie your individual workflows through this form spreadsheet or this Drools rules spreadsheet to dictate when a workflow is kicked off, whether it is a specific form that is worked on or created, or a document that is uploaded, or anything around an actual action that can trigger an overall workflow. Additionally, you have label configuration. Not only do you have internationalization, but you have the ability to change all of your labels throughout the application, whether it's changing a label in a specific module or actually changing the module names themselves. A few other things you have access to are the branding or logo. You have the ability to update your logos either on the login page or the header. And you also have the ability to apply custom CSS if you'd like to do so. Additionally, we have configuration around correspondences. Correspondence templates can be created and uploaded into ArkCase and can be made active or inactive. You also have the ability to delete or version control any of these individual templates. These templates utilize what are called merge field configuration, and these are mapped to the actual templates. They are used as placeholders, so when you upload that correspondence on a specific document management section, they will populate the information from that specific object. You also have the ability to configure your seamless configuration, And right now we have it obviously linking directly out to Alfresco and OpenCMS. Overall, you can do a lot of configuration in this application. Most of these things are done by a super user, but once again, this is how you update ArkCase admin configuration.